said I tried to do this video with a mic, but I'm just gonna do it without a mic, featuring Roxy. So today is things that should be talked about in the wrestling community. My first clip, I said Bobby Lashley. I said the treatment of Bobby Lashley. I feel like it could be way better. Uh, he carried the U.S. division for the U.S. title division for as long as he was in it and around that area in Monday Night Raw. Bobby Lashley put on for the U.S. division. I'll tell you that now. And the examples of him getting treated horribly, him losing the WWE title, not even being able to face Brock Lesnar like in a real match, and then lost it in an elimination chamber where he got a concussion. I don't know what was going on, if he was injured or not, but if you ask me, that was bullshit. I feel like Bobby, he never got his true WWE title run either, because he did lose it to Big E. So it was one of those things where it's like Bobby deserves way better for his run. Dang, I wish I had the last clip pulled up, but I said the treatment of the U.S. title. I said he was good on the treatment, but then I talked about his WWE run. I say how the Street Profits it's iffy right now. They're more of just a group, you know. It's just one of them things where it's like the pride. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, okay, hopefully it picks up. I don't really care about a name, okay? Let's be for real. Name don't matter. We know Street Profits cook up, and we also know Bobby Lashley cook up. Like, I feel like the work of Bobby Lashley is so underrated, bro. Like, he's one of them people where it's like, you feel happy when you watch Bobby walk out. And that's what I feel when I see Bobby walk out. Like, that's one of the guys, bro. That's Big Bob. What? Big Money Bob. That's who that is. And I wish his treatment was like 10 times better. But plus with AOP coming back, it's one of them things where it's like, are you gonna turn the pride heel? You know what I mean? Because of the Karrion Kross thing where everybody he messed with turn heel. Do they win the feud but turn heel? Or do they lose and turn heel? It's one of them things where it's like, I'll sit back and watch, but hopefully it get entertaining. You know what I mean? And then we have the next category. Wait, was there anything else about Bobby? Yeah, and then plus him missing out on his WrestleMania match that I feel like he truly deserved, even though the Bray Wyatt situation is iffy and no one truly know about it. I feel like Bobby, that should have been his spot that year because of the U.S. run. I'm pretty sure he was on Raw. So, yeah, with the whole U.S. run, I feel like Bobby should have got his payoff at WrestleMania. Even though he did win I'm pretty sure Bobby won the damn trophy. So, even though he won the trophy, I do feel like, you know, Bobby should have got his payoff at WrestleMania. No matter what. I don't really speak too much on the Bray Wyatt situation because it's too complicated to even try and bring up. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Bobby, he been on that one of them people who, like, he's been on TV, but he really deserved better. And I don't care because he's on TV. He probably had fun as fuck, so I don't really care. All right, the next category is Darby Allin caring about his body. I really think we should stop caring about that. Like, as a community, it's one of them things where Darby Allin does not care. Like, every time I see a clip, it's something new. I just seen that nigga, like, you know what I mean? And then he just twirl until his neck hit the rope. He don't care. He obviously do not care what nobody got to say. He gonna keep going. It's just keep gonna go, like, till he want to stop. It's not gonna be till we tell him to stop. We not, as fans, we can't tell them nothing. So that's why I feel like, as a whole, we just need to stop talking about Darby Allin. Like, relax on stuff, because he just gonna get crazier and crazy. Like, mind you, it's entertaining, but it is not like something he gonna chill out on. Nah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't have a problem with it, because at the end of the day, it's his life, it's his body, not mine. But I just feel like us going crazy about it is something that needs to stop, because he's not gonna stop doing crazy shit. And that's just who Darby Allin is. He probably a Hardy fan. You know what I mean? This probably he having the time of his life right now. And that's just one of the things where it's like, we all know something bad is going to happen. And then it's going to be like, damn, we tried to tell him. But some people you just got to let it live like that. And you just going to have to let them live like that. So I don't really know what to say about, you know, everybody trying to come out for Darby and tell him to relax when he's, you know what I mean? He the one telling her, I won't do this shit. So it's like, you can't really, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. The next one, for me, is Seth Rollins' title reign. How can I put it? I love Seth. I feel like Seth truly deserves it. But for me, I call myself a casual fan. I'm not one of them people who care about backstage stuff. I'm watching wrestling. Like, I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 to 6. I really don't care about what's going on backstage. Just give me the good wrestling. You know what I mean? Even though I am stuck on WWE, I'm one of them people who've been watching WWE for so long. They got me under the wing, so it's like it's hard to watch AEW. But I bet you it's easy as fuck to watch a goddamn Isaiah Swerve clip, goddamn Samoa Joe clip. It's easy as hell, boy. But I say the Seth Rollins title reign, from my standpoint, it's very unrealistic. Like, from when it first started, I'm an AJ Styles fanboy. So he literally, AJ Styles worked on the knee the whole match, for Seth Rollins to roll out of a roll counter, perfectly run on the leg he was easily limping on. I could say, okay, adrenaline in your soul, but be for real, bro. AJ Styles worked on that whole leg. You couldn't run before that, but as soon as you do a counter that makes you use the knee as power, you step back, and then you hit your run, and then you jump. Come on, that's too much work on the knee for you to be getting worked on the whole match. And then, plus with him and Shinsuke, he shoot the miss out of him, push him off the ladder. He fall through the announcer. He got right back up. Like, I know a lot of people talk about MJF going Superman mode, but Seth Rollins is that nigga. I promise you, Seth Rollins is really one of them people that get to cooking, and it's like, yo, because Seth Rollins, he get up from anything. He act like it don't hurt anymore. Like, that back injury, it's fucking fake. He don't care about that shit. He got them bamboozled. He don't got no back injury. They beating the wrong thing. They need to beat that fucking knee, and he still don't give a fuck when they beat the knee. He get right back up. So it's one of the things where it's like, Seth Rollins got that Superman aura, and you just gonna have to let it be till, like, because then again, he is fighting people who also need to be world champion. And I feel like that's the problem. That's not the problem, but that's what makes people look at him, belittle him. Because I'm a Finn Balor. I go crazy for Finn Balor and AJ Styles. And he packed both of them up and packed Finn up twice. So it's one of them things where it's like, what can you really do, bro? It's one of them things where it's like, Finn is cooking right. I mean, Seth is cooking right now. So I'm not going to be mad at it, because at the end of the day, he doing what a world champion should do. That's the world champion. That's what he should do. So it's one of those things where it's like, I can't be mad at it. He defending the title against worthy contenders, and he winning. I can't really be mad at it. It's just one of the things where it's like, I look at it, I be like, my boy Finn was supposed to win. Double title Finn. We're going to speak on that later too, but my boy Finn was supposed to win, and I'm just a little salty on that. I can be honest. He packed two of my favorites all time up. AJ Styles and Finn Balor. I'm pissed off a little bit. And next, we got tag team wrestling for WWE. It's in one of them points where it's like, it's iffy. You know what I mean? It's good, but it could be 10 times better. I feel like with DIY getting back into the title picture, the Street Profits. Let me see who else, because if they actually do the tag team with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, chef's kiss. Like, bro, we got Santos Escobar and was Angel Garza and Humberto. Like, it's like there's Finn Balor, Damian Priest, the Creed brothers. There's so many people. The Alpha Academy. It's too good for it to be like iffy right now, and I don't know what it is, because WWE, they're one of the things where a tag team can be stale, but when they get it right, it's so much better. Like, their tag team wrestling is so much better when they get it right. And when I speak on tag team wrestling, a lot of the times I speak on NXT. Black and Cold used to cook with anything tag team. If it was a tag team TLC, tag team, as long as it was a tag team, bro, you know you was about to see good shit, especially in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. It was one of those things where it's like, Roxy's leaving. It's one of those things where tag team wrestling is always good in WWE when it's when it's given the time. And that's the same things for the women's division. It's always good when it's given the time. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's what the tag team division is right now. It's one of them things where we're about to get into the next topic. It's a whole bunch of people that are fabulous with the with the with the area of tag team wrestling who are doing 10 times better. Because like I say, tag team wrestling has grown 10 times from 2 years ago. Like what Alpha Academy really putting on, that was crazy for me when I seen their switch, and it went from like we hate these people to like we love these people. I was proud of it. What can I say, bro? Chad Gable really deserves it. Like, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I know a lot of people be like, oh, he should have took Gunther's IC title. No. But I do feel like he really deserves the hype and he deserves the cheers. I feel like that's a lot of people in WWE right now. All right, I'm back. So now we're still going to get into the tag team wrestling part, but we're going to talk about the tag team belts. So specifically about the tag team belts is they need to get split up. I think with the way wrestling is set up, double champions are never supposed to succeed. Because you can't hold it too long without that's in any sport. That's in MMA, professional wrestling, that's in any sport. Double champions are not made to succeed. Because one division is getting held up, and you can only focus at one thing at a time, especially storyline-wise. How can I put it? It's one of the things where DIY, they might take the titles, but if they don't say nothing about, it's one of the things where when each time they fight for the champion, you hope they bring something up about splitting up the titles, but nobody does. Like, nobody brings up at least something about, I just want the Raw or SmackDown title. They just say, we're just going to fight for both of them. Like, it makes sense. But then again, like, somebody need to bring it up sooner or later. And, like, I love Finn. I love how Finn is double champ. Finn got the silver gold around his shoulders. That's W shit right there, dog. I'm happy for him. And with Priest, he literally can't lose the titles because that's the last little drop he has of that's the only convincing drop he has of beating Seth for that title. If he dropped them tag team titles, that silver around his shoulders, around his neck, it is over for any chance they got of him winning champion. Like, I don't see him being convincing anymore if he drops some titles. So I feel like it's one of those things where a SmackDown team need to take the titles. They need to stop bullshitting with SmackDown. I don't think SmackDown just got a tag team event. What's it called? But I feel like they need to stop bullshitting. Go ahead and give it to SmackDown. Let Judgment Day hold down for Raw for however long they want to, and just put the tag team division. Oh, excuse me. I've been trying to get that out, but you put the tag team division in a whole different. You just separate Raw and SmackDown, and you make those niggas hate each other again. That's my deal. Oh. Yeah, I feel like that's what you do. You just go ahead and split up the titles. Damn, that got down. Look at it. Shit. Alright. Now, this is supposed to be after the Darby Allin one, but I don't know if I talked about it, but caring where people work. I think wrestling should be in a point where a person can come here to work and it should be nothing, no extra talk behind it, and it should be nothing but excitement. It shouldn't be, oh, you messed up, all the fans. Like, bro, I feel like wrestling shouldn't be like politics. You shouldn't have, like, because at the end of the day, when you start a wrestling business, you know you going up against WWE. There's no in or out of it. It's either be as big as WWE or be competition to WWE. And a lot of the times it's just competition, bro. Because you can't be bigger than the niggas that's been here for years. That's like trying to get an oil company that started when oil first came out, and they've been doing this for years. Like, you're not going to kick them out unless you one of them. You know what I mean? You're not. And it's one of them things where everyone knows it. We know WWE is not going to go to the number 2 spot. and we know where AEW stands. I feel like it's time to say it. We know where AEW stands. You like, it's one of them things where it's entertaining, but it's iffy sometimes. Like I tried to watch an AEW show and it was very all over the place. I say my first AEW show was when CM Punk lost to Jon Moxley in like 30 seconds. I was like, bro, what is going on, bro? And then the pay-per-views are like crazy long. So it's one of them things where it's like, if a person signs here, I say you enjoy it, you don't complain, and be happy we're getting the dream matches, because it shouldn't matter what contract they sign, because one, we're not making the money to give a fuck about where they're going. So I feel like at the end of the day, you should just leave it how it is and just be happy that we're getting people that want to work with each other, don't feel so territorial about something, and they feel like they want to share their art with each other. And that's all that should be happy. That's all we should be happy about, that other people want to do art with other people. Collaboration. They're making collaboration videos and we don't even know it. We're too busy complaining because they signed a contract to feed their family. Like, bro, be for real, bro. They're feeding their family. What more can we do besides watch and be entertained? Because clearly, if you're talking about the signing, these are entertaining people who are great at what they do. So I feel like we should not care where they do it, and we should just care about the entertainment that they're giving now. Because why? They don't give a fuck about our jobs. The second to last is the Bloodline. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about how I was on the LA Knight train. Since he came to the main roster. No, since NXT, and he was doing the $1 million championship gimmick with Cameron Grimes. I've been on the LA Knight train since then. I knew he was gonna be something, and I was waiting on it. Then he came and did Max Dupree. Nigga, I wanted to cry. You ever want to cry because they got your favorite character and a shitty character? It was one of them things where I wanted to cry. I've been on the LA Knight bandwagon before people, I was way before. So it was one of them things where it's like, when he finally got his Roman match, it's too far in the rain for anything to be different. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where they're saving it for a big time, and LA Knight isn't the big timer that they're looking for. And it's one of the things where it's like, when I go into a Roman match, I go into a Bloodline match. I say it goes from Roman to Bloodline, because we're going to get the same stuff, the same ending, just in a different font. Jimmy might get beat up, Solo going to help him. Jimmy going to get beat up, Solo going to help him. You know what I mean? It's one of the things where if two people get beat up, Roman's winning, bro. So, like, it's one of those things where I don't really expect much from the title reign anymore. And it made me feel bad because I was rooting for LA Knight to get a title push. And when he finally got there, I was so uninterested in the match, because it's like every Roman match where someone gets in and they easily lose off, you know what I mean? Off a Uwaz spear. He set up in that corner. They get this right. You can tell when the camera angle hit, and it's all over. Like, bro, it's all over at a certain point. When they hit that certain camera angle, he go for the Uwaz, and then he spear him. It's GG's, bro. And it's one of the things where I was mad because I liked LA Knight. I've been chilling for LA Knight since he signed with WWE. It's like, it's one of them people where you see, it's like, I seen him before and I like him now. Pause. But it was one of those things where it's like, I was rooting for him, and they wasted the match because it was too easily like, okay, we know how this is gonna go, and everyone knew how it was gonna go, and it went the way everybody knew it was gonna go. It was a casual Bloodline match. Like, I call them casual Bloodline matches. Someone interferes and it's an easy win, because obviously they wasn't expecting Jimmy, Solo, or Jay to come in during this whole 1,000 reigns title. You know, the whole 1,000-day title reign. They clearly didn't expect nobody to come in. So that's just on them for not preparing. If you can't prepare for 3 niggas to 4 to 5, that's on you. That is completely on you. And if they got extra cousins that's on the come up, be ready for them too, because that's on you. Then again, you didn't train for that. That's not on me. I'm a viewer. You're the wrestler. I didn't do it. Now we're going to talk about the last thing, and that is the controversy with CM Punk, CM Punk Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Let's be for real. Cody Rhodes is facing Roman. CM Punk is facing Seth. Oh, Roxy is gone again. And The Rock is either doing nothing or fighting at a elimination chamber. That's literally the closest thing he has. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you how the stories are going to go. But I know 2 stories are getting completed. And that is clearly CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Mind you, I've been on the Cody Rhodes bandwagon. When I first found out about wrestling, my first 2 wrestlers were John Cena and Cody Rhodes. This was when my first time seeing them was in SVR 2010. So Cody Rhodes was a youngo when I found out about him. And I've been on the Cody Rhodes bandwagon ever since. I am a part of the Cody family. I'm a part of the Cody family, if we being for real. I've been watching Cody since the mustache, since Dashing, since Hardcore Holly. Even though I've never seen that, but it's what it is. But since he left, I remember when I supported Stardust because I knew it was Cody. The little kid me, they weren't convincing me that was somebody different. That's Cody Rhodes' hairline. I knew Cody Rhodes. I knew it. And there was nobody telling me Stardust wasn't going to be a main eventer. So when Cody Rhodes left, I was so happy. I said, go do your thing, Cody. Go fight Kurt Angle. I remember that. I remember when he posted on Instagram. It was going crazy when I was in middle school. Cody Rhodes fighting Kurt Angle. Man, I've been betting on Cody since. And I'm so happy he getting appreciated the way he is. I just wish he wasn't so proper. I wish, you know what I mean? I loved heel Cody because I remember watching Being the Elite or The Elite. I don't know what it's called. And Cody was a heel, and he was, like, killing it. He was such, like, a dickhead at times. So I was like, bro, this nigga's the GOAT. This nigga's the GOAT. And I was like, bro, Cody is the GOAT, bro. So I feel like it's just, Cody is he's in his John Cena era. He trying to get the merch, trying to get the kid. He want the kids to love wrestling again. And that's what a nigga need, a nigga like Cody. So that's why I think Cody gonna finish the story. And I will come back on this day, on WrestleMania Day, when Cody is holding them titles. Quote. Anywho, quote me. Anywho, let's talk about CM Punk. I love CM Punk, but age was really starting to show in AEW. Like, it was one of them things where it's like you could really see that the body was like getting older for Punk. Like, I was sitting through a stage where Punk was either the devil for me or he was the most loved. So seeing Punk be a little slow, it got me like, you know what I mean? This is me. My legends are starting to retire. You know what I mean? So now I'm starting to see John Cena, he less here, and it's like, oh my God, it's probably what people felt like when their legends started retiring. It's getting to the point where my legends are starting to retire. Like, Edge, you know, he's on his last run. It's not even a thank God, because Edge is one of them people who still have it, and I don't know how. I don't know. You would think the man is scared because of a neck injury, but if anything, he doing crazier shit because he know he had the neck injury. It's great to see Edge do what he does, but it's also great to see Punk do what he does. Like, Punk is one of them people who just get you interested because you know he either gonna talk his mind or he gonna put on a banger match. Because let's be honest, Punk used to cook. Like, I'm not gonna dick ride Punk, but Punk used to be cooking with his 365-day title reign with the spinner belt. I know it wasn't exactly that, but it was one of them things where Punk was really in his bag at one point in time, and I blame it on them chops, bro. Them chops sideburns messed Punk up, and that's my quote. Once he got them chops, it was downhill. Even little kid me, I was looking at Punk like, Punk just looks so weird. Like, why don't he just cut the chops and put the slick back in? What he doing with, like, you know what I mean? It's one of the things where Punk, it really wasn't punking in 2014. It wasn't real. That wasn't Punk. That was Punk from 2020, from when we was in quarantine. That's the Dimension Punk. He came out of time lapse and just got put in 2014. That's the Punk from goddamn quarantine. So, yeah. Plus UFC Punk, that Punk from quarantine too. We don't talk about them too. They both from quarantine. They just got thrown out of the time portal and was just like, where the fuck am I? Just started doing random shit. They tied up Punk, threw him in the portal. He was in quarantine. That's why. That's what happened. The real Punk was in quarantine, while the other two Punks, the UFC Punk and 2014 Punk, was in 2014. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Okay. That's what I'm saying. So it's one of the things where I love Punk, and I think he's gonna do. Oh, Roxy's back, and I think he's gonna do great under the WWE umbrella. Who doesn't? Let's be for real. Like, let's not say who doesn't, but let's be for real. When it comes to superstar level talent, who doesn't get treated well? I feel like I'm gonna bite my tongue on this one, but like, if they love you, they'll treat you well. Let's just put it like that. And I think Punk is one of those people where his matches is gonna be good, promos are gonna be good because they know what he brings to the company. Now let's talk about The Rock. There's nothing to say about The Rock, bro. Like I said, like I tell my little brother, The Rock is fighting at Elimination Chamber, or he's not getting a match at all. It was just a stir up. Will I like to see The Rock versus Roman? It depends on how the match looks. If it's one of them casual matches with no storyline, no purpose, and we're just seeing Solo and Jimmy beat the hell out whoever he facing, then I really don't want to see the match. But if it's a different caliber match where they're actually telling a story and it actually has meaning and emotion, then yeah, I would love to see the match. I would love to see The Rock do his. I would think Roman would be his final match before he hang the boots up. But I would love to see Roman and The Rock face with a match that actually means something. And Roman just spear, kicks out, hits finisher. Is that Solo? Is that Jimmy? He beats both of them up. Spear. It's over. Like, I'm just tired of seeing that. Like, because Roman with this red glove, bro, with the little gray coming in, it's not Roman we know. Like, LA Knight, he been getting completely disrespected since coming back, and that's being truthful. Old Roman did not play that bullshit. We gotta think about what old Roman did. Old Roman beat the fuck out his cousin. Beat the fuck out. He didn't gaslight his cousin. No, he did both. He gaslighted him and beat the fuck out of him because he touched his title. And these niggas sitting at the head of the table and Roman just looking like, what are you doing? No, old Roman would have beat the hell out of LA Knight and called the goons in to help beat the hell out of LA Knight till one of his friends came out and helped him. Roman was on BT when he had the gold glove. That's goddamn. That's Thanos Roman. That's Thanos Reigns. That's not Roman Reigns. That's Thanos Reigns. Thanos Reigns ain't play no games. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make this video real quick because I felt like it when I was looking for pictures. But Shinsuke's character is literally perfect for him. The anime character. And it's okay for him to lose because I see him as a villain character for an episode. Like, how can I put it? You know, like when you would watch the Power Rangers or the Ninja Turtles, they would lose at first. Then they come back and win in the same episode. And it's like, okay, well, we knew they were going to lose at first. And we knew they were going to come back and win. It's one of them things where Shinsuke can lose and it's perfectly okay. Like this anime character has him locked into a point where it's like it's okay if he loses because he's a character like a TV character almost. Because like that's the way I see it with him and the Cody Rhodes thing. It felt like I was watching an episode of Finish the Story, Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? Finishing the story, and he was just. Shinsuke was just one of them villains, a part of his story to finish the season, if that makes sense. So I like what Shinsuke is doing and what they got going on with Shinsuke. I feel like it really fits him, and it gives him a reason to be on TV at times, and he can still lose without it being controversial. And yeah, we about to wrap it up. We about to wrap the video up. There were my things on things that need to be talked about within the wrestling community. Let me know if you fuck with it, if you actually feel the same. If you don't fuck with it and you think I said some stupid shit, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you, nor am I going to be saying that every video unless it turns into a habit. But yeah, they're on the things. I don't know. Roxy, anything you want to say to the video? Roxy. Pretty girl. Anyhow, yeah, so we're out, y'all. We're out with the video. I'm out of here. Peace.
Luca. Bueno. Piñu. Bueno.